covering Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. WJCL 22 News at 11 starts now.
Right now at 11, headed to the big screen as Savannah boxer's inspiring life story becomes a feature film. How you can be an extra.
We're going to be more involved in strategically identifying those trigger pullers within the city of Savannah and Chatham County.
Illegal devices, gun trafficking. How a lead ATF agent thinks that they can keep danger off of our streets.
Plus, a large gator caught in South Carolina. Just how big? Coming up.
Younghoe Koo's NFL success, how the Atlanta Falcons kicker is breaking barriers.
Check of your forecast. Frigid temperatures are heading away. According to our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Nelson, some of the coldest conditions are expected by Friday, and we can expect the coldest Christmas in decades.
Happening tomorrow, the Peach Bowl battle between the Georgia Bulldogs and Ohio State Buckeyes. The game starts tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Let's check in now with our sports director, Amy Zimmer, who's in Atlanta for all the fun leading up to the big matchup. Amy, how's it going out there?
Thanks, Shannon. A week full of fun is right. It's been a week full of Peach Bowl activities.
This is by far the worst I've ever seen it. It's embarrassing.
We began with the holiday horror travel meltdown, the 8th straight day of cancellations for thousands of stranded and frustrated travelers. Southwest Airlines under fire and facing tough questions tonight. The airline canceling more than 13,000 flights since last Wednesday, creating long lines at airports all across the country as weary travelers are still trying to reach their final destinations. And right now we have that live team coverage tonight looking at the impact of Nicole across our area.
Shannon, they certainly are starting to improve. Now, that's not to say that it's over. Rain really has been on and off all night.
Now, you just heard Jeremy mention parts of our area could experience coastal flooding. So we want to turn it over to our Brooke Butler, who is live on Tybee Island right now, where people are filling up sandbags. We first told you about an apartment fire in Garden City last night. Well, now investigators are working to learn what caused this fire that left several families without a home. Our crew was there as firefighters battled the flames for hours while drivers on Highway 80 sat in standstill traffic. Thankfully, no residents or no firefighters were injured. Now, it started yesterday evening around 5 o'clock at the Azor Cove Apartments. That's on Highway 80 near Deloach Avenue. The Red Cross is helping to provide temporary housing for tenants there.
And tonight we begin with breaking news, sad news. Chatham County Police and the FBI have notified Quentin Simmons' family that they believe the toddler is presumed dead.
According to a tweet from Chatham County Police, authorities have named the boy's mother, Leilani Simmons, as the prime suspect in his disappearance and death. But police say no arrests have been made and no charges have been filed. Our Andy Cole has been following this story from the very start. He joins us now live. And Andy, the police took to social media to break this news.
Chatham County Police announcing the arrest of Quentin Simon's mother, Leilani Simon, and charging her with murder.
The Chatham County Police Department held a media conference less than an hour ago. Our Olivia Wild joins us now live from the Chatham County Police Department. Olivia, what more can you tell us?
Shannon, good evening. Chief Hadley was visibly emotional while talking with us about the arrest of 22-year-old Leilani Simon, the mother of 20-month-old Quentin Simon, who went missing back in October. Most notably, they revealed they found remains in the landfill.
Tonight, a new WJCL 22 News investigation, as we've obtained a copy of the swatting calls from someone claiming that a shooting happened at a Georgia school. A similar hoax caused Savannah High School to be placed on lockdown and 20 other schools across the state. Although the call turned out to be a fake, one police department told me it had no choice but to take it seriously.
Election night 2022 coverage begins now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Polls in our area are now closed.
And we are keeping you updated on everything you need to know with the balance of power in Congress at stake. Now, WJCL has live team coverage across the Peach State. From Atlanta to the coast, we are monitoring every development in these races tonight.
Incumbent Governor Brian Kemp's watch party. Marvis, any reaction from anybody in the campaign that the incumbent is losing right now? But again, this is very early in the night.
As you mentioned, very, very early in the night, so no official statement from the campaign just yet as we watch these numbers come in. But Greg, I have to tell you that the vibe here at the Coca-Cola Roxy has turned up a few notches since we last spoke at 6 o'clock. Hundreds of supporters began pouring into this venue here in Atlanta.
Tonight, people are remembering the life of Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest reigning monarch.
She passed away today at her home in Scotland. You are taking a live look outside Buckingham Palace. People in Britain continue to celebrate and mourn the Queen's life. People in Savannah are doing the same. We talked to the owners of British-owned establishments in Savannah, including the Little Crown Pie Society at City Market. The owners tell us they're devastated. They were too upset to speak on camera, but we did speak to customers inside who wanted to come to this British-owned bakery and pub to celebrate the Queen's life.
It's important to honor her for all her accomplishments to England, the world.
Our Andy Cole caught up with some Bulldogs who, with a big game on their mind, are grieving.
Just hours before Georgia prepares to take the field against one of their biggest rivals, Florida, the Dogs got some sad news. Legendary head football coach and athletic director Vince Dooley passed away.
Next week, Saturday, young men in Savannah will learn to dress and be their best. It's all part of the Mark Cuban Suit Up experience.
Well, in just hours, the annual Veterans Day Parade will take place in downtown Savannah. It'll begin at 9 tomorrow morning at Abercorn and Gwinnett Streets. Thank you so much for watching us. Jimmy Kimmel Live is coming up next.
See you back here tomorrow night, everyone. Good night.